General Hospital spoilers Tuesday, November 18th. Carly torn, Sidwell deadly orders, teens confess, Brit ultimatum.
Port Charles slept under a thin blanket of fog.
The river chilled the air, streetlights glowed dimly, and a storm was building, one no weather report could predict. Inside General Hospital, a lone figure in a dark coat glided down the corridor. Their steps left no echo, but their presence left a shiver behind. Stopping at a locked office door labeled Dr. Britt Westbourne, Chief of Staff, the figure reached into their coat and pulled out an envelope. A red seal.
A single chilling symbol. Sidwell Syndicate. The figure slid the envelope under the door. And vanished.
Across town, Carly Spencer stared out the window of her home, unaware how quickly her world was about to crack open.
Tomorrow would be the day everything changed.
Carly stood in the kitchen of her home, coffee untouched in her hand. Her phone vibrated, another message from Diane.
Diane, text call me ASAP. New developments in Sidwell's case. Not good. Carly braced herself.
Diane didn't label things not good unless they were catastrophic. Before she could call back, someone knocked.
Jocelyn.
Her daughter stood in the doorway, eyes red, face pale, a look Carly recognized instantly. Something terrible had happened.
Joss,
Carly murmured, rushing to her. What is it? What's wrong?
Jocelyn collapsed into her mother's arms.
Mom, I'm scared.
I think we've made everything worse.
We? Who's we?
Carly whispered. Joss hesitated. Carly's stomach dropped.
Mom,
I need to tell you something. Something about Sidwell. And about last night.
Brit entered her office early, expecting a quiet start. Instead, her eyes locked on the envelope on the floor. The red seal. The initials.
Her breath caught.
She shut the door silently, locked it, and tore the envelope open with trembling hands.
Inside was a single sheet. Brit's knees weakened. Her heart pounded. The world blurred. Jason. Alive. Held somewhere. And now threatened again. She pressed a hand to her mouth to keep from screaming.
What do they want from me? She whispered.
But she already knew.
The bottom of the letter detailed her instructions. Terrible, unforgivable instructions. Dear God, she choked, they want me to sabotage a patient. A specific patient.
One she never imagined betraying. Brit sank into her chair. This wasn't a request. It was an ultimatum.
At the Metro Court restaurant's empty corner booth, Trina sat twisting her necklace while Spencer paced back and forth.
You have to calm down, Trina urged. Calm.
Spencer scoffed. We're about to confess to something that might put us behind bars, or worse. Joss placed her hands flat on the table. Look, what we saw at the docks wasn't normal. Sidwell's men weren't unloading supplies.
We know that now. We have proof. And someone is already dead because of it. Spencer swallowed.
We should have told an adult immediately.
Joss nodded, guilt weighing her down. We were scared.
Trina whispered, voice cracking. And we were being followed.
Spencer stopped pacing.
We go to Dante today, Joss said firmly. Right after I talked to my mom.
We're doing the right thing, Trina added. But no one at that table felt certain.
Carly walked outside to answer Diane's call, leaving Joss inside to prepare herself. Tell me what happened, Carly demanded. Carly, Diane said carefully, Sidwell is escalating. He's issued what appears to be a hit order.
Carly felt the air leave her lungs.
On who?
Not confirmed yet.
But the FBI believes it's someone connected to Jason. Carly felt the world sway. Diane, Carly croaked, Jason is gone. Apparently not to Sidwell.
A deadly silence.
There's more,
Diane added. You're being watched. You and your kids.
Carly felt fire rise in her veins. No one touches my family.
I need you to go somewhere secure, Diane said.
The FBI wants to place you under protective monitoring until we know more.
No, Carly shook her head. My daughter is about to confess something to me. Something serious.
I stay here. Carly.
I'm not running.
Not again.
She hung up and walked back inside.
Whatever Joss had to tell her, Carly knew it would break her heart. Brit locked her office door again when the intercom buzzed.
Dr. Westbourne?
You're needed for emergency rounds.
Later, she snapped.
Her hands shook as she read the letter for the 10th time.
She knew what Sidwell wanted. A drug switch. A fatal one.
A patient at GH whose survival would destroy a multimillion-dollar black market contract Sidwell had arranged overseas.
This wasn't random. This was business.
Britt stared at the name of the patient, a patient who trusted her completely.
No, Britt whispered. I can't kill someone.
But if she didn't,
Jason would die. A knock at her door. It was Liz. Britt? Are you okay? You look pale.
Britt forced a weak smile. Rough morning.
Liz frowned.
If you need help. Liz, Britt cut in sharply. Just, give me a minute. Liz hesitated, then left.
Britt pressed the letter to her chest. I'm sorry, she whispered.
But I have to save him. Inside a black SUV parked outside the Metro Court, Sidwell's right-hand man, Duran, watched the entrance. Carly Spencer hasn't left the building, the driver noted.
Good, Duran said. Sidwell wants all eyes on her.
If she talks to the police, eliminate the problem.
The driver smirked.
And the teenagers?
Duran lit a cigarette.
Sidwell says to silence all loose ends.
Especially the Cassadine brat.
Carly sat across from Joss at the table, bracing herself. Okay, Carly said softly. Tell me.
Joss's voice trembled.
Mom, last night at the docks, we saw Sidwell's men moving crates.
We thought it was drugs. Or weapons.
Something illegal. You three should have run the moment you realized.
We did. Joss insisted.
But then we heard someone screaming.
Carly's breath froze. Joss's hands shook.
Mom, we saw them kill a man. Carly felt cold rush through her body. You what? They shot him, dragged him behind the crates, and dumped him into the river like trash.
Carly covered her mouth. Joss continued, voice breaking.
And they saw us, Mom.
They saw us. They chased us through the alleys. We split up and hid until sunrise.
Oh my God, Carly whispered.
Joss.
And it gets worse,
Joss cried.
Worse.
Joss nodded.
Mom, they weren't just moving crates. They were transporting medical supplies with GH labels.
Carly blinked.
Sidwell is using General Hospital. At the art gallery, Spencer told Trina the part he hadn't told Joss. Trina, there's something else.
Trina turned slowly.
Spence, what did you do? When we were hiding, I got a photo. A photo of what?
Spencer handed her his phone. Trina gasped.
A picture of Sidwell's men unloading crates labeled.
Trina's voice cracked.
Spencer, this isn't smuggling. This is trafficking. Exactly.
And you took a picture, she said weakly.
They saw me take it, he whispered. So if Sidwell wants anyone dead, he wants me first.
Trina grabbed his hands.
Then we go to Dante right now. 9. Britt's breaking point. Britt stared at the patient file she'd been ordered to sabotage. She whispered their name through trembling lips.
I can't do this to you. She opened her desk drawer.
Inside was her resignation letter, written weeks ago but never delivered. But quitting wouldn't save Jason.
She needed another option.
She picked up her phone and dialed the one person she never imagined calling. Come on, Britt whispered anxiously. Pick up.
Click.
What do you need, Westbourne?
It was Sunny. Her voice shook.
Sunny, they have Jason.
Sunny froze on the other end.
Where are you?
GH.
My office. Stay there. Sunny, I also need to tell you something else. Whatever it is, Sunny said, we handle it together. Don't move.
Britt hung up. She had made her choice. No sabotage. No murder.
She would fight Sidwell, even if it killed her. At the PCPD, Dante was reviewing case files when the teenagers burst in, Joss, Spencer, and Trina. We need to report a murder, Joss said breathlessly. Dante stood so fast his chair fell. What?
Spencer placed the phone on Dante's desk.
I have proof. Photographic proof.
Dante played the photo. His stomach dropped.
Where was this taken? The docks, Spencer said. Last night. And the man they killed?
Dante asked.
Not sure, Joss admitted. But he was wearing a GH security badge.
Dante looked at them, horrified.
You kids just opened a war. Sunny arrived at GH and closed Britt's office door behind him. You said they have Jason. Britt handed him the letter. Sunny's hands trembled as he read it.
Sidwell threatened Jason. and was using Britt to kill a patient. Sonny's jaw clenched.
The syndicate crossed the line. Sonny, Britt whispered, I can't kill someone.
Not even to save Jason.
I need your help.
You'll get it, Sonny vowed. But I need a name, he added.
Who were you ordered to sabotage?
Britt hesitated. It's.
Before she could say it, her office window shattered.
A bullet shot through the glass. Sonny tackled Britt to the floor.
A second bullet hit the wall. Sidwell's men had already arrived. At the Metro Court, Carly was surrounded by federal agents before she even stepped outside. Mrs. Spencer, Agent Warren said, you're under protective custody.
Sidwell has issued orders targeting you and your family. We have credible intel. Carly squared her shoulders.
You think I'm hiding in a safe house?
No. My daughter is telling the police everything. My family won't run.
Mrs. Spencer.
Carly stepped forward. If Sidwell wants to attack, he can come find me. I won't hide.
The agent clenched his jaw. You're as stubborn as Jason.
Carly looked away, eyes misting. I learned it from him. Code red blared throughout GH. Doctors ran.
Nurses screamed. Britt and Sonny crouched behind her desk as Sidwell's gunman moved through the corridor.
Sonny peeked through the shattered window. 3 men. Armed. Tactical formation.
They're here for you.
For me?
Britt asked, panicked. They want to make sure you follow their orders, Sonny growled. Or they'll kill you before Jason dies.
Britt felt dizzy.
Sonny, what do we do?
He looked at her with cold determination.
We end this. Back at PCPD, Dante placed Spencer under temporary protective detainment. It's for your safety, Dante insisted.
Spencer slammed his hands on the desk. You can't lock me up.
I'm not locking you up, Dante said firmly. I'm keeping you alive. Trina stood beside Spencer, squeezing his hand. Spence, his right. Sidwell already sent people after us. Spencer looked from Trina to Dante and finally nodded.
Okay. Dante exhaled. Good. Now let me do my job.
Carly paced outside the PCPD, immediately seeing the panic through the windows.
Joss ran to her.
Mom, she cried, hugging her tightly.
Carly pulled back.
Where's Spencer? Where's Trina? In custody for protection.
Carly turned to Dante.
What happens now? We have enough evidence to issue warrants, Dante said. But Sidwell is already retaliating. There's an attack at GH.
Carly's heart stopped.
GH?
Who's there?
Dante hesitated. Sonny.
Carly's breath caught.
Then I'm going too. Carly, you can't. I am. Sonny moved silently through the corridor, Britt behind him.
Duran's voice echoed from nearby. Find her.
Sidwell wants the doctor alive. Britt felt sick. Sonny whispered, stay low. They reached the stairwell, but 2 gunmen stood guard.
Sonny stepped out and fired. Bang. One went down. Bang. The other fled.
Britt covered her ears as gunshots ricocheted. We have to get out of here, she yelled. We're not leaving until we know who Sidwell wants you to kill, Sonny said.
Britt swallowed hard.
It's a patient in the ICU.
Britt whispered the name. Sonny's eyes widened.
No, that can't be right. He wants them dead, Sonny, Britt whispered. And I will not be the one to do it. Carly stormed into GH despite the FBI yelling behind her. Agents chased her, but she kept running. Carly!
Agent Warren shouted.
You can't.
But she was already at the ICU doors.
And what she saw made her freeze. A man in a Sidwell mask stood over the bed of the ICU patient Britt had been ordered to kill. He held a syringe. And the patient.
Carly's heart nearly exploded. No, she whispered. She ran in.
Stop.
The masked man turned. And Carly lunged.
As the masked man struggled with Carly, Sonny rushed in and tackled him off her. The syringe flew across the room.
But another gunman fired toward Carly. Britt screamed. Carly!
Without thinking, Britt stepped in front of the bullet. It hit her shoulder and she slammed into the wall. Sonny shot the gunman instantly. Carly knelt beside Britt, trembling. Why did you do that? Britt gasped. Because Sidwell wants us to turn on each other. I won't let him win. Carly pressed her hands over Britt's wound. You're going to be okay. I better be, Britt winced, because Jason still needs me.
Duran appeared at the doorway.
You people are unbelievable, he sneered.
Sidwell said to make sure the girl talked.
Instead, you're all making this harder.
Sonny raised his gun.
So am I.
They fired at the same time.
Duran's bullet grazed Sonny's arm.
Sonny's bullet hit Duran square in the chest. Duran collapsed.
You lose, Sonny growled.
Duran smiled through the blood.
You still don't get it.
He pointed to the ICU patient.
That one was just a message.
Sonny's eyes widened.
What?
Duran coughed. You're too late.
Sidwell already collected the real prize.
Carly froze.
What real prize?
Duran's voice faded.
The man you buried isn't dead.
Then his body went still.
Carly felt ice in her veins.
What is he talking about?
Who isn't dead?
Sonny looked at her slowly. His voice barely a whisper.
Carly,
I think he's talking about Jason.